Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and sometimes I can be a curious little beastie.
Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one I should. Yeah, Hollywood, well kiss me good. Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one.
We're going to talk today about Maleficent, the new Disney film which is actually based upon the 16th Disney animated classic from 1959, and that of course is Sleeping Beauty. This was one of the more hyped movies of the summer, not because of the fact that it was based on a Disney classic or a retelling, so to speak, and not because of the fact that it was a story about Sleeping Beauty. No. The reason why people were so excited to see this movie was because of the casting of Maleficent herself. One of the staples of Disney villainy. She was played by the sometimes controversial and not everybody's favorite Angelina Jolie. And I will admit that I bought into the hype because this was one of the main reasons why I wanted to see Maleficent, because Angelina Jolie fit, looked, and based on the trailers, sounded the part. And I will say that that was the main reason that this movie was very much enjoyable to watch. She really filled Maleficent's shoes and brought this iconic and very scary Disney villain to life. And while this movie is not a page-for-page telling of the Disney classic, it's a very different story. There are going to be some spoilers after this moment, so if you don't want to watch them, turn the video off now. What makes this movie so good and very original, not to compare with the Disney classic, is the fact that it is a very different telling from Maleficent's perspective. It's the story of a fairy, the most powerful one, and one who's not even evil at all, who unfortunately was exposed to a world of corruption, untruth, and most of the time which causes someone to go off the deep end, heartbreak. And it's the story after that about revenge and evil, payback for the wrongs that were done to this specific person, being selfish and just wanting this pain to go away. And then it goes towards the path of self-redemption and suddenly realizing that there's no reason to feel this way because of the fact that you're taking all of your hatred and anger on the wrong person. And that's basically what the story of Maleficent is all about. And there are some moments in the movie that, of course, do pay wonderful tribute to the Disney animated classic. The scene where Aurora is born and Maleficent comes to bestow her gift on the baby is right off the Disney animated classic. And when you see Maleficent come out of the shadows and you see the shadow of her image and all the words and all the eye contact, even down to the sinister laugh, it just gives you chills and a smile at the same time because she just channeled that Disney villain beautifully. And the makeup and the costume, she really was the highlight of the movie. And there's a lot more to Maleficent in this movie with lightheartedness and some great hysterical one-liners, and it keeps you enjoying the film. And the best part is when you watch this movie, you realize that evil is not always black and white. There's always shades of gray. Same thing goes with good. Because she wasn't so dark as she was in the Disney classic, and you understand why. Even her palace wasn't as dark and dim and grim and disgusting as it was in the Disney classic, nor does she have any of those weird creatures as minions. Elle Fanning, okay as Aurora. It also had Imelda Staunton and Juno Temple as two of the good fairies, which was probably the one part of the movie I did not like, because they really made them, while they were supposed to be the caregivers of the baby, even though they were made to be what they were in this movie to move the story along with the relationship between Maleficent and Aurora, they were just terrible characters, and I really felt shamed based on what they were in the Disney classic. And Charlton Copley, of course, plays King Stefan, Aurora's father, and this is a perfect example of good going literally mad and crazy to the point where he, to a degree, becomes the villain. It's a real enjoyable movie. It's not perfect, but it's a good mother-daughter film. And I enjoyed it, and my girlfriend came with me, and she enjoyed it too. But it's not one of those great movies that I'm going to want to see many times, nor will I want to own on DVD. I mean, I will definitely, if it's on HBO on demand or on Netflix, I will definitely watch it again just so I can watch Angelina Jolie fill Maleficent's shoes, because that was the best part of that movie for me. And it was because of Angelina Jolie that will give me the opportunity to say that it is a movie you should see if you want to see a very magical Disney fantasy film, and I will give Maleficent 2.5 out of 4. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you've seen Maleficent, throw your comments in the box. I'd love to hear what you said. And I know that there's a couple of other Disney classics that are turning into live-action films, because in this movie you will get the teaser trailer for Cinderella, which is coming out next March, and they just greenlit a live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. What are your thoughts on those two classics becoming live-action films? I am the Lawn Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.